Hello my loves, today I've collected a whole lot of stuff to do a bit of a full face first impression. No new foundation though, so I thought we would retry an old favourite because I haven't used this in like, what, 6 years or something I feel like. Too Faced sent it to me again recently, so let's see if it's still good. I've also got like the new Natasha Denona palette, these new Tarte bronzers and blushes, a couple things from some new-ish Colourpop collections, some brand new Maybelline. This literally arrived yesterday. Let's pop some of this on. I've currently got on a bit of skincare. I've also got brow wax on, just my Patrick Tar one, and I've got some concealer around my brow. That's all I've got on my face right now. So this is their new Shine Stopper up to 24 hours matte serum primer, and it's got LHA and salicylic acid in it. Primes, hydrates, and mattifies for makeup. Reduces oil by 70% immediately. Comfortable and non-greasy. Now, I don't get super shiny like all over my face. I really only get shiny in my T-zone throughout the day. So, I mean, it's probably not really a product that I would reach for normally. I love the grippy one, the pink bottle. So since I've got a lot of like skincare on the rest of my face, I'm just gonna keep it onto the T-zone. Oh, it looks like this. It's like a whiter kind of color. Smells real good. Oh, the texture's really nice. It does actually feel real hydrating. I am working out after this, so maybe I can see how this lasts through like a lot of sweat, because I get a lot of sweat, especially like around this whole area of my face. So I've put a little bit just there, not a lot as you saw. And then I also have this one here. This one's called the Poreless Jelly. It's a hydrating blur primer with 2% niacinamide. And I thought I could just put this where I get bigger pores. Actually, you know that other primer actually made all around here look so smooth. Do you see how smooth this whole area looks? Like, I wouldn't call it a pore filling primer, but it definitely like smoothed them out. Okay, well, I'm still going to use just a little bit of this. I might just apply it directly to my fingers, literally the smallest little amount. And I'm going to like let this sit on my skin while I do eye makeup. I'm just going to put it where I get bigger pores. So not really like on top of my nose, but just kind of like just over this cheek area slightly. I'm trying not to layer the two primers too much, just so I can see if they work. That all looks really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do my eye makeup. Now, I've barely even like looked at this palette yet. I had a quick look in that other video, but I thought we could try it for the first time together and really figure out what we're gonna do together. So this is the tan palette from Natasha Denona. I love Natasha Denona palettes, but when I first saw the color story for this one, I didn't really like, I don't know, I didn't think it was that special, dare I say. Maybe a different story when I actually start putting them on my eyes. And to be fair, if you have a slightly deeper complexion than me or a darker complexion, I think some of the colors would look really good on you. I think it's just because I'm quite pale, so the colors don't look as enticing. Here's how the palette looks. A lot of like medium kind of tan tones, really. Oh, Inception. Tan tones, like kind of warm, not super warm. Caramelly, taupey, a little bit of like some golden undertones in there. I'm going to just prime my lids with concealer today because it's just what I have right here. I don't have a new concealer either, by the way. It's like the only couple things I don't really have. I need to like go buy some new foundations and concealers for the full face first impression. I'm just trying to like use like some stuff that I already have at the moment, and I haven't really been like super intrigued by much new stuff lately. Let me know if there's anything new you've seen that you'd like me to review for you. I'm going to start with the shade Lazy, which is like one of the lighter kind of beige colors in the palette, and I'm just going to tap that just above the crease. If you're my kind of complexion, it's like slightly darker than my skin tone. It's not bright enough to do any kind of highlighting with. I'd say it's a really good like first transition shade. If you have deeper skin, it's probably like a nice highlight shade. And then I'm going to take the shade directly under it called Soft Spot, which looks like this. So we just use that one. We're using that next. And I'm going to put that more like in the crease, just to get our blending area sorted. I have no idea what kind of look I want to do though. I think we're just going to wing it. I'm using this round, wait, is this a round? Yeah, round eye brush. I love this just to diffuse like a transition shade. Like, it just does such a good job. As always, They're performing beautifully. Now I do have a couple of like eyeliner slash shadow. What is this? Oh, a burgundy liner. I've got a brown liquid. I've got, I kind of wanted to try this. Oh my god, I cannot get into this. You know when you like trying to like pull the tab and it just keeps ripping off little by little and it's like please just unzip. Like this little freaking, oh, it keeps doing it. Whatever, I'm just gonna leave it like this. So this is the Gilded Eyeshadow Stick in the shade Sterling. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like the perfect like taupe, but it actually has gold in it. So it's like cool toned with gold. I feel like that could mix really cool with like some of these other shades. I'm just gonna go with it because I don't really know what I'm doing today. I'm actually gonna rub this all around my eye. So I'm going, oh, it's really creamy. I'm gonna go like around the bottom as well and maybe even in my waterline. Wow, it's so creamy. Okay, let me just do one eye at a time because I'm not really sure if this is gonna like dry down quickly or something. How nice is that color? I'm gonna blend it with this tapered eye brush. Okay, the closer I look at these shimmers, the more I love them. Like this Villa shade is like a really pretty like champagne-y kind of tanny champagne. Then we've got Brook, which could look really nice. A taupe with heaps of different colored glitters. Spritz is way more like golden tan. We've got Burnt, which is like a coppery tan. How really pretty. I don't know what to use today. You know what? I'm gonna go in with Celeste. I didn't swatch that one, so we're gonna go in blind, but it looks like a really nice silvery taupey color, but I'm assuming it's not super silvery. Whoops, I almost went on the wrong eye. Ooh. It's like one of the more cool toned colors in the palette. Looks really nice on top. You can see like that's the Maybelline by itself, and then here it's got a little bit more warmth, but it's still like, I don't know, let's swatch it on my finger. It's not super, super, super warm. It's kind of neutral. On the outer corner, on the lid kind of area, I'm gonna use Dip. It's so much darker than, I mean, obviously Shannon. Whatever. I'm just gonna flick it like that and kind of use it like a liner. All right, I'm gonna repeat that on the other eye. I love the colors. I love the formula. I think if you, yeah, like I said, if you're a slightly deeper skin tone to me, or if you don't have other palettes and you like these colors, get it. But if you're like me and you already have like the golden palette, if you already have a few other Natasha Denona nude palettes, like the I Need a Nude or, you know, all of those, I don't think you need this. I don't think it's like an essential, but it is beautiful, but I just don't think it's essential. I'm just taking a little makeup wipe and I'm not getting rid of all of that shadow stick underneath. I'm just kind of going under, and then I'm going to shape this eyeshadow into a bit of a wing shape. They're a little bit crooked. Oh well. I'm going to try a little bit of this even though you'll barely able to see it. This is the Lily by Red AM9 to PM9 Survival Pen Liner, and it's brown. It's in the shade 2. Is it black or brown? Oh, it's black. Okay, that's kind of a happy thing because I was kind of hoping to not have to do brown. I feel like this look would look better with black, so we're good with this. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented. Let's do a little... Very smooth, very liquidy. Oh, it's kind of bleeding a little bit. Okay, maybe never mind. Real easy to apply though. Maybe if you've got young eyes with no wrinkles, you'll be alright. But I've got like these super fine little wrinkles like right on my inner corner. And sometimes if I'm using a really liquidy eyeliner, it can like travel and bleed. Let's move on. I'm going to finish up the eye makeup a little bit later. I want to do some base stuff now. That Milani shadow stick's amazing. I'm using a makeup wipe to try and get it off, and like by scrubbing it, it is moving, but I had to really scrub it, so I think it sets really nicely. And that just means that if you're going to remove it at the end of the day, instead of scrubbing your eye makeup with a makeup wipe, use an oil cleanser. It'll help to break it up. So we're going to try this out again. This used to be one of my favorite foundations back in the day. Do you guys remember? They've sent the shade light beige. I have no idea if it's going to match. This is so nostalgic. This looks dark. Alright, well, let's just see, shall we? Born This Way foundation. I used to love the concealer as well. Why does my face look so lopsided today? I think it's just the like the eyeshadow is so I can't unsee it. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and like my whole face looks wonky. This is so not my colour. Dude. No. I'm gonna mix in some of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and that's just a no from me straight away. That colour is, I don't think I could redeem that. Like, let's be honest, that is not me. I mean, it's not their fault. Like, they would have just guessed my shade, because I don't think I like told them a shade. And if I did, that's my bad, but I don't think I did. I'm just gonna mix the two colours together on my skin. Woohoo! The shade I'm using, man, for some reason the two foundations mixed together smells like cake batter or something. It smells really tasty. Anyways, I'm using this shade of the Estee Lauder, if anyone cares, 1W2. Like a little bit of a paler shade, but I think it's gonna be good mixed obviously with that orange shade. It's not actually orange, guys. I mean, it's just orange on me. Man, this is drying down quick. Okay. Bling, bling, bling. I can't stop smelling the foundation. It smells so good. What is that? Must be the Too Faced, because I don't feel like I love the smell of the Estee Lauder, like, you know, like I don't hate it, but this actually smells yum. And the two colours mixed together look decent. Can you see this like disastrous fake tan on my neck, guys? I'm just putting a little drop of both of those foundations on my brush directly to blend down here, because I don't know what happened. I used the Batter Spot. It's like a fake tan. It's like a 1 hour one or 2 hour one or something. And I don't know, it went so stripy on my neck. It was real random. Maybe my skin was super dry. Don't know. I actually really like the Batter Spot tan, but I like the just the normal, like normal developing one. I don't know what it's called, but I really do like it. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better. So next I'm just gonna conceal. I'm just gonna use the same concealer I used on my eyelids today. This is just a darker color than I normally wear. This is N4, so it's just kind of like matching my face. I love this brush. It's the Pro Concealer 57 from Sephora. And I'm just gonna blend that up next to, I just got that all in the friggin' wing, whatever. Next to the eyeshadow. I bought a whole lot of new lip glitters that I really want to use in some tutorials as well. But they're all like really intense colors, like fuchsia and purple and stuff. So I'm so gonna do that soon. Maybe just like a shot my stash video. I can center it around the, oh my god, that's making my nose runny. It's real cold. Center it around like, I don't know, like a really fun glitter, and then just find lots of makeup products to go with it. All right, everything blended on top of those primers beautifully. I feel like it's set more matte than normal, which makes sense because normally I would use a very glowy primer. Very glowy hydrating primer is what I was trying to say. I've got this translucent conceal and perfect blur up powder from Milani. I do feel like I've used this once before in a reel, but we're gonna use this today. It's first impression-ish. I've only used it a couple times, but I remember really liking it. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and do a light layer just under my eyes to set that while we work on the rest of the face. That's such a nice powder though. Look at that. Oh, it's so smoothing. I'm just going to leave that out because we'll use it soon, but I want to do some cream bronzer. Just have a look though. Like, look how mattifying that is. Beautiful. Let's try out one of these new Tarte bronzer duos. These look really cool. So they're called the Macaron Sculpt and Bronze Duos. I have brown sugar and cinnamon roll, and it's a cream bronzer with a powder. So you open it up and it's double-sided, and yes, I've already dinged them when I was literally just opening them to take a picture. So you've got a cream on one side, and then carefully there's a like baked bronzer on the other side. I love, 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 love baked bronzers, as you guys know. Like my Too Faced one's one of my holy grails. I love the P. Louise ones. Like I've got a lot. So I'm so excited to try these. That color looks nice for today. And then the other one, this one's darker. This is Cinnamon Roll. I feel like it might be too dark for me in general. Oh, no, maybe not if I have a fresh fake tan on, but today we will use the lighter one. So it's Brown Sugar. Just trying to decide like what kind of brush I should be using. Maybe I'll try this. This is the Pro Blush 99. So the texture is very, very like creamy. Look at this. if I swatch it, it's like a balmy, creamy, like shiny. It feels really nice. How's this color gonna be? Whatever, let's give it a go. Yeah, this color's nice. It's not as dark as I thought it would be. I mean, I knew it wasn't dark, but like, I thought it would be a bit darker than this. It's actually, like, I feel like if I had less fade tan on, it would look better. Maybe I'll try a little bit of the darker shade and we'll just see what happens, because, I don't know, it's very tame, to be honest. It's easy to blend. I really like that nice, warm, like, yellowy kind of undertone. The texture of it's quite nice, because when you dip in, it's not... I don't know, it's like very forgiving, if that makes sense. Your brush doesn't pick up too much product. You can kind of go straight in, like it's not hard to use at all. I'm gonna take a little bit just down my nose. And it doesn't just like spread, it kind of stays exactly where you put it, which is making it even easier to use. You know, some cream bronzers, you put it on and then like you're blending it and it just keeps going and going and it just goes everywhere. This one, it really does just like stay put, which is quite nice actually. Let me just try this darker one. Sorry about the lighting, I don't know what's going on. This one's got more of like a red undertone to it, which might actually be nice today. Yeah, look at this. Just to give a bit more oomph. I feel like the other one was kind of just blending in a little bit. There you go. Don't be scared of the shades. I think go a little bit darker than you think you want, because they're just so forgiving. I really like that color. I think that undertone is really nice as well. Because it's darker, I'm just like literally tapping once with my brush into the product and then just blending. Oh my gosh, there we go. I thought this color was going to be too dark, but it's actually so nice. And I'm kind of using like a patting motion when I'm blending it out. And then just through here, I'm just going to use my foundation brush and like go back over it. Now before I set with the powder side, I want to try a blush. So we've got two here. Toasted Coconut, which is like a mauve nude, kind of pinky mauve. And then I also have one that's a bit brighter. This is called Pink Champagne. Oh, I think I want to use this one. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to have to do something about this lighting. I appreciate the sun, but it's just not very good when I'm trying to show you the product. So I'm just going to use the exact same brush and do the exact same thing. Pick it up. And I'm just distributing it over both sides of my cheeks. The highlighter I've got today is actually like very pink, so I think this works well. I have like a little bit of like glittery glitters in. I think I'll start with the lighter powder bronzer because just in case, I don't know if it's going to be like the same story as the cream. This is what the lighter one looks like. Brown sugar. I'm using a medium face brush. This doesn't actually look as shimmery as the blush. Like I feel like this is more of a matte bake. Like I feel like that's a nice amount of bronze for today. I don't think, what the heck? I've got it all through my hair, whatever. I don't think I need anything darker. I'm going to take a little bit just down the nose. Nice warm bronzer for sure. Once again, I feel like it's like very easy to use. It's not like going everywhere. It's just blending nicely. It's not too intense. It's not too pigmented to the point where like you're worried about it. It's just like a nice wash of color. So that's that. And then for the, I'm going to use the same brush for the blush. Whoa, this one looks like intense. I'm just going to wipe some off on the back of my hand. Yeah, this is like very, very, very pigmented now. There's no in between. The bronzer was like very, very like nicely pigmented. This is like, woo. Yeah, that's like full on. I actually don't even know if I like that, the powder of that. I don't know. It's not bad, but I don't know. It was just quite full on for me. I feel like you can kind of see like where it is as well. Like it doesn't like blend in nicely to everything surrounding it. I don't know. Maybe that's my fault. Well, the bronzer I like am obsessed with. The blush to be decided. I'm just going to go in with my powder again, the Milani one, and I'm going to use the same brush. It's like a little tulip brush. And I'm just going to set all around where I've put the bronzer. So like just my lower cheeks and T-zone kind of area. I'm not being shy with it because honestly, like, I can just brush it off soon and add some setting spray. We have a new one to try. I want to finish my eye makeup before I do my highlighter and everything. So, do you know what though? I really like the way that eyeshadow stick looks alone with nothing on top. Like, look how pretty that color is on the bottom. That is all that Milani one. So maybe actually, do I leave it like that? I feel like I need to go into a different eye palette for highlighting and everything. Or do I use, I've got this face highlighter. Do I use that on my brow bone? I don't know, maybe. I don't have any new eyeliners I want to use, so I'm just going to go in with my beloved, what is this color? Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever, because I feel like it'll go nicely with the shadow on the bottom. And then I think I'll just go back in with that really dark color we winged out with a little brush to wing out my inner corner a little. So it's called Dip. I'm just going to run this across my lower lash line real close to my waterline, just to add some darkness. Okay, I really like how that looks now. We have a new mascara to try. I'm so excited because I love Maybelline mascaras. I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is a new one. It's called the Lash Sensational Sky Tubes. So, it's lash extension, length and care, tubing technology, wrap on length that lasts all day. And then easy to remove because it's tubing. You just use warm water. I love mascaras like this. You already know this is in the shade Very Black. Let's try it out. This is how the brush looks. It looks like, I think that's the same as the other Lash Sensationals. I love the packaging. Like the pink with the silver is so cool. And then immediately, yes. Look at this. I've barely even done a coat. Look at that. Do you see that? Or am I delusional? I love a mascara that just coats easily. I have some new lashes to try today as well. Yeah, this mascara is a yes, straight away. This isn't sponsored, by the way. Nothing in here. And I really like that color on my inner lid, that Natasha Denona eyeshadow. I love how it's like silver and gold at the exact same time. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of leakage onto my bottom lashes. Formula's like a little bit wet. Hopefully it's easy to clean up because I definitely have a little bit like on my skin. It's almost making my bottom lashes too long. I'm going in for a second coat. It's definitely not super curling, but I find tubing mascaras barely ever are, like, oh, for me at least. Look at that. Might have to buy this one for my mum. I feel like my lashes are huge. Before I shoot the lashes, let's see if this is easy to clean up. Yep. It helps that I've got like that much powder on my face. I'm just using it. Yeah, look at that. It just flakes right off. Just using a little Q-tip. Okay, so the lashes I've got here are some new Lily lashes. We've got the synthetic pear hair, synthetic light. What is the shade? Not shade. Style is Allure. How pretty they are. They're very like winged out. Or I have the 3D Mink Miami Flare, which I think I don't want to do them today. I'm going to try these and I'm just going to do old school lashes. I have not put lashes on in this fashion in a long time. I have only done clusters or cut up my lashes into clusters, but I'm just going to apply these on top and just see if I like it because I haven't done it in so long. I want to keep the length, so I'm going to trim them from the inner corner. So lucky I added black eyeliner all the way across my, oh, these are going to look absolutely sick. I look orange as, by the way, right now. I think the Too Faced foundation's peeking through a bit. And no pressure. I'm using dark lash glue, so if I mess this up, I don't even know if that's like sitting properly, but I'm just going to leave it for a sec. I'm using the worst glue right now. It's real old and it just does not stick, and then I'm cold, which won't help. Like, it's real cold in my room. All right, I'm just going to work on like sticking these down because they're not sticking. I'll be right back. All right, I used my handy dandy lash tweezer. I literally just go along and I just squeeze, and it really helps when you're wearing strip lashes because it helps to like put it right in there against your lash line, so it's like as seamless as possible. I still think it looks more seamless under. That's how I've been doing them lately, but I love that eye makeup. It's so pretty. It's nothing super unique because I guess the eyeshadows are not super unique. Like, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong. I love this eye makeup. I actually love that color. That's like a highlight for me. I have a new brow product here. This is from Maybelline as well. It came in the same package as the mascara and the primer, and it's the new Brow Inserts Brow Multiplying Tool. So it's double-sided. I feel like they already just did this, except I guess before it was like a felt tip singular. This one is like a little comb with a triple prong, so you can get those like brow hairs. This is the shade Soft Brown. They only sent this in like a really dark color, so we're gonna try this one and hope that it's not too full on. And these are the type of products I really like at the moment while the brow tattoos are still here because I'm getting them lasered off. But anyways, look how fine those little hairs are. I think this is gonna work really good. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh yeah, no, that's actually really good. I just hope you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard, like this is the kind of thing I'd want to get right up to my mirror. It's on a slant too, so you want to kind of angle the slant. I'm trying to do it so you can see, so it might not be as perfect, but whoops. Oh gosh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Yep, love it. I do just need to like use my little powder brush over the front where I've kind of gone a bit too dark. Those look so natural though. I'll just show you over here. See where I've got like a little bit of a balder area? Oh my gosh, it's so easy to use. And then we've got the step 2, which is Hair Like Fiber Gel. I'm just scraping off a little bit of the excess here. The brush is nice and tiny. Let's try it out. I already have brow wax on, as I said at the start of the video, but I often do this after I've got all my powders on. I just run over with like a little bit of a coloured wax, usually just to like brush off any of those powders that found their way into the hairs, or like any hairs that are kind of moving a little bit, just to really polish up. I have to say, I feel like this is a really good product. I'm not even kidding. Like that was just so easy to use, and I just do feel like they look like exactly that. They look so polished. How they look from a little bit further away. I am a huge fan. Maybelline is just so good. It looks like I've just got my brows like freshly like tinted and waxed or like microbladed or something. That's gonna be a regular in my routine, 100%. And I actually really like that color. I do feel like my whole face looks lopsided though still. Has something happened to me? This kind of makeup look just always slaps, hey? All right, I want to try out this Soft Shell Little Mermaid Colourpop highlighter because it just looks amazing. This could absolutely ruin my makeup today. Actually, before we pop this on, let's set with some setting spray so I can really like get that shine. So the setting spray I've got here is the Press Refresh setting spray by She Glam. It looks like this. Keeps your makeup fresh, smells like a vacation. Yeah, that smells good. Like coconutty, very fine mist, feels good. I just want all of that excess Milani powder to be like soaked up. To be honest with you guys, I wish that those Tarte duos just came separate. Like I really like the formula of the creams. The bronzer powder was really nice, but like, I don't know, the cream was like the highlight for me, if you know what I mean. Like I wish you could just buy them separate. I'm going to be using a detail face brush to highlight. That setting spray does not leave me feeling hydrated. It did soak up the excess, but I'm still so matte. I'm going to use a little bit of this one next. So this is how it looks. I love the little packaging. It's so cute. It's smaller than I thought it would be. This is so bright and shiny. What the heck? Okay. I can't even tell what color it is. Like, it's got chunky bits in it. What the heck? Okay, whatever. Oh, it's glittery. Oh my god. This is like a glitter, dude. This is not like a highlighter. I'm gonna really buff it in there. See, it's not sticking. I must have known something. Maybe if you wet your brush first. It's straight up glittery, man. Like, I'll try to stick it down with that. Okay, well, that's not what I expected. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I mean, it's cool for like a festival or something, but it's just full on. Okay, whatever. I've got a couple of lip duos from the same collection. This is the one in Part of Your World. It's like the Ariel one. No. No. Oh, no. The ocean will be mine. Well, could be vibes. Should we try it on and just see? This is called Poor Souls. And then the lippy sticks is called Villainous Ursula. Got little like patterns on there. I feel like this color makes my eye color pop. I feel like I'm just gonna roll with it. Something a bit different. And then on top of this, I'm gonna try out this Peep This. It's got Bo Peep. This is from the Toy Story collection. Don't even know if you can still get this. But it's so cute. And I just love that color gloss. I think I would love this on, you know, a nude lip. But here we are. It's got like hot pink glimmers in it, but it's a light pink kind of gloss. Oh gosh. It's going purple. So it's got some like blue in there too, okay? Not with this. Oh, okay. I've blended it in. It's a bit, I love the eye makeup. Oh, the highlighter. Like even the blush, like where did it go? It's gone. I'm gonna just touch this up a little bit. I'm gonna use my She's Everything palette and I'm gonna do 3 steps. I'm going to contour a little, literally just boom, 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 boom. I'm going to take this pink blush and I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm gonna take this middle shade and this, I don't have to wet it. It's just gonna pop just there. The orange face is throwing me, but that's what happens with first impressions, isn't it? Stuff happens. Even though I've tried that foundation before, but yeah, anyway, that was unexpected. Oh wait, I just want to use that color on my brow bone too. And I also feel like my lashes are pinging off. They are. The glue is just not sticking. I'm going to come back and show you how my makeup looks after working out. I'll probably take off this lip combo, not gonna lie, but we'll just see how the base looks with the primers. I like how my makeup looks on top of the primers though, regardless, even if it works or doesn't. Like my skin looks so smooth. Hello. So I worked out for 45 minutes. I did 5.5 speed, 12 incline. So definitely got a bit of a sweat on, like my pits are going. I definitely found my workout quite a lot harder today, but I just checked my period tracker app and I'm in my luteal phase. So that explains a lot. I feel like there's literally no movement whatsoever. And I definitely went like this a couple times and my makeup's still like there. Took off the lashes, obviously changed my lips. So the lip I have on now, even though it probably looks a bit crap because I've been working out and drinking water and stuff, but it's Dawn Lip Pencil from Extra Beauty. I'll link it below. And then that gloss from before. It's actually so cool. It's like very cool toned because it's got those like blue silvery shimmers in there. It smells amazing. So I really do love this gloss. I feel like I'm going to use it all the time. It looks so cool just with lip liner and nothing else. Like it's just a really fun, like kind of cool tone pinky lip. And then the Dawn Lip Pencil kind of like warms it up slightly. It's like a little bit warm but not super, super orangey. You can see how orange my face is now. That's awesome. I'm gonna go wash this off. I hope you have an amazing day. Please thumbs up this video if you did enjoy it. And yeah, let me know if there's any makeup you want me to try because I need to go shopping, I think. Drugstore, high-end, whatever. Let me know. Or if there's anything you're loving that you need me to try. I would love to hear from you. Bye.